دعما عالميا لاستراتيجية الدولة البيئية من خلال المجتمع المدني. أكثر من 50 دولة تشارك في حدث بيئي هام، ده كله هنشوفه وأهميته للسياحة ودنيا السياحة، فتابعونا. بالتأكيد دور المجتمع المدني لا يقل أهمية. معانا المهندسة سناء سروجي، وهي أحد المتفاعلين في هذا الملف ومسؤولة في منظمات المجتمع المدني. أهلا بحضرتك معانا.
أهلا بيك. الحقيقة إحنا يعني سعداء بالرئيس السيسي، لأنه هو أول دولة اهتمت بالبيئة والتشجير عشان الأوزون اللي احنا شايفينه دلوقتي، وإحنا كمجتمع مدني لازم نساهم مع الحكومة ونزرع ونخضر ونزود نسبة الأكسجين في البلد.
ايه اللي تم تقديمه بالفعل؟ واحنا النهارده في اماكن كلها خضره، لكن كمان فيما قدم من دعم لهذه الخضره.
يعني الحمد لله رحنا في اماكن كتيره خضرناها وشجرنا مساحه كبيره، مش عاوز اقول فين حته لان مفتقده الخضره، فاحنا كترنا الخضره فيها عشان نسبه الاكسجين تبقى اكتر وعشان الناس تقدر تتنفس هواء نقي.
هل ده بيتمثل في زرع أشجار، في الحفاظ على النيل من التلوث؟ يعني حضرتك قولي لي الأنشطة اللي تم تقديمها بالفعل.
طبعا التشجير وزراعة الخضرة، وبنزرع كمان شجر مثمر عشان يستنفع به الأهالي برضه. وبالنسبة لنظافة النيل مهتمين جدا جدا الجروب اللي معايا ان احنا ازاي ننظف النيل من البلاستيك والاعشاب والحاجات اللي فيها بتترمي.
أكيد الأنشطة دي بتبقى محتاجة دعم مادي، هل الدولة بتساهم في ده أم المجتمع المدني اللي بيقوم بده؟ يعني
لا، ده واجب المجتمع المدني، لأن احنا مش عاوزين نتكل على الحكومة على كل حاجة. لازم كل فرد يساعد، يشوف الدولة محتاجة ايه، لأن الدولة محتاجة يعني احنا اللي محتاجين، فلازم نساعد الدولة في أي عمل مدني ونقف ايدينا في ايدين بعض.
طبعا زي ما المجتمع المدني بيساعد في الملف البيئي بالتشجير والحفاظ على نهر النيل وغيره، كمان دوره التوعية اللي المفروض الناس او المجتمع كله يتجاوب مع المجتمع المدني في الحفاظ على البيئة. الى اي مدى ده بيكونوا بتتعاملوا ازاي مع الناس؟
طبعا زرنا اماكن كتيرة مش في مصر بس وفي الصعيد، وعملنا توعية بالحفاظ على البيئة والتشجير والنظافة. دي حاجات مهمة جدا جدا جدا، وعيناهم كمان ازاي يعيشوا وازاي يزودوا دخلهم بالعمل مش بالاتكالية.
بشكر حضرتك جدا، واحنا النهارده حاضرين معاكم هذا العمل المثمر والحفاظ على البيئه، الحفاظ على نهر النيل والتشجير، كل ده هنتابعه بالكاميرا بتاعتنا، وده بالتاكيد بيدعم اهتمام الدوله بالملف البيئي. بشكرك على هذا.
اهلا بيكم، وانا سعيده بوجودكم معانا عشان تبينوا الخضره وجمالها.
ضيفتنا من الولايات المتحده الامريكيه وقررت انها تيجي تشارك مع المجتمع المدني في التشجير والحفاظ على البيئه. Nice to meet you. Would you please introduce yourself?
I'm Lori Sheehan, and my husband is our current international chairperson for our foundation from the United States.
Gorgeous. Is it your first time to visit Egypt?
This is our first time in Egypt, and we're loving it.
Yeah. So do you have time to visit touristic places or not?
We did. We went to the pyramids, of course, and rode a camel, and that was important on our bucket list. Yeah, we've just really enjoyed it. We visited a carpet school yesterday, but today we're doing what we truly love to do, and that's service. So we'll be cleaning the Nile and planting some trees and doing some good for the environment.
And you already participate in this event?
We'll be doing that today.
Yeah. So from your point of view, what is the importance of keeping environment clean, and especially country have a Nile river like that?
Well, you know, it's up to us to leave this world a better place for our future generations, and we can do that not by just doing these service projects, but by setting an example. And I know we have some younger of our Leo clubs and our Lions, and they're taking these projects on for us as well. So we just need to keep handing it down to each generation.
Thank you. I don't want to waste your time. You have a lot of work to do, but finally send a message to people about Egypt and about environment.
People of Egypt, I hope that you will take a look at Lions Clubs International, take a look at your clubs locally, because they are doing some great things in your community, whether it's vision or environment or hunger relief, disaster relief. We pretty much take care of whatever you need in your community, but environment is one of our global causes, and that's why we're here today. So please take a look at the Lions of Egypt. They're doing a great job for you.
Welcome in Egypt next time for the sake of tourism.
Thank you. I will. We'll be back. Thank you.
Thank you. الهنود كمان الهند مشاركة أيضا في هذا الحدث للحفاظ على البيئة في مصر والاهتمام بنهر النيل. أكيد دورها مهم، ده اللي هنعرفه من خلال لقائنا. Nice to meet you. Would you please introduce yourself?
I'm Sangeeta Jatia. I come from Kolkata, India, and here we are with the Lions Group to help Egypt, to be in Egypt, to see the wonderful civilization, and most importantly, we are having our Lions International Board meeting over here.
Gorgeous. What's your impression about Nile River?
Wow, it's even bigger than you can imagine. It's the cradle of civilization, and just like as I come from India, we share a lot of similarities between India and Egypt.
Yeah, it's true.
We also have
Even the features,
the language, the food,
Yeah.
everything, and the people, the warmth. Everything is similar, and it's so nice to be here. And we are loving being here, the hospitality of the Lions, hospitality of all those that we see around, and most importantly, as we see the culture and the history. It's so wonderful.
You feel home here.
Absolutely at home. Thank you.
So from your point of view, what is the importance of this activity for Egypt and for all the world?
I know just planting a few trees will not make the world go green, but this is symbolic. It is like the world coming together. Today we have lions from all over the world, from around 30 countries who've gathered here, and they are going to be showcasing it back into their countries, what we are doing together as a group. So it is more symbolic than actually making that difference, but we know the symbols are important, giving the message is important, and we hope this will be an inspiration for everybody. Let's go green.
For you individually, what are the touristic places you have been, and is it your first time in Egypt or not?
It's not. This is the third time.
Third time, wow.
Yes, but the pyramids and the Sphinx doesn't stop to make you feel so much in awe. You actually feel you're touching time, and when you look back at the Sphinx every time, it tells you. And I love those words that say that time does not fear anything but the pyramids. Those were the very famous words of the Sound and Lights show, and that's exactly what we experience every time we come here.
What could you tell your people in India about Egypt while you're participating in this great event?
To my people in India, I would always say, I know they love coming here. Indians are here. The food is great. It's just like ours. The culture is great. We enjoy everything. We enjoy the dancing. Yesterday when we were seeing the dances, it seemed like it's right from India. It didn't seem that it was from Egypt, right? And we have the same music, the same culture. You love Amitabh Bachchan, you love Shah Rukh Khan. Wherever we go on the streets, people ask us about that. And it is so similar. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
كمان انجلترا مشاركة بمنظمين في هذا الايفنت من المجتمع المدني ايضا هنتعرف عليهم اكتر. Nice to meet you. Would you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Cash. I'm from the UK.
Yeah, welcome. From where in UK?
Birmingham, right in the middle. The best
Yeah,
place. Where Cadbury's chocolate comes from.
Gorgeous. So would you please tell us about your participation in this event, and is it your first time in Egypt or not?
Yes, my first time in Egypt. I studied it as a child, and I've always been obsessed with Egypt. I've always wanted to come, and just to come here is like a dream come true for me.
You study about Egypt. You study the civilization in your curriculum at school.
Yes, yeah, very much so. And we learnt about the pyramids.
How
and the
old do
pharaohs.
you remember?
I think I was as young as 6 or 7, and I just became obsessed with.
Primary.
Yes, primary age. Yeah.
And it's a myth you'd like to visit.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, so it's been a dream come true for me. It's been amazing.
I know that NGOs have a lot of activities to do, and you're coming for that. But do you have time to visit touristic places?
Yes, very much so. So we've done Giza, we did the Step Pyramid as well, and we went to a carpet factory yesterday. Just absolutely fascinating. So my parents were from Southeast Asia, from Pakistan, and because I grew up in the UK, I almost wanted a bit more of a spiritual social connection, and Egypt has provided that. It's been fantastic. I was
of the East.
Yes, very much so. Yeah. So also I'm Muslim as well. So to come and connect to a country, and even just waking up in the morning to hear the azan, the call to prayer from the balcony, it's been magical for me.
As a Muslim, it gives me a point that caring about environment is, I know it's trend for all countries, but first of all, Islam urging people to care about green and about plants and about even animals is true. And what you know about it?
Yeah, it's very much about respect as well, because we're only here because of the animals and the nature that we live in. So it's nice to be able to give back. You know, we have amazing architecture and stuff like that, but it's time to make some greener spaces and to give back a little bit to the earth as well. It's about respect, and it's a two-way street. You know, that it's respected us as human beings, and now we need to pay the respect back as well.
Belief.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So talk to me about this event. What's important, and what's your impression about Nile River, and how about Egypt, the environment in Egypt?
I love the natural environment in Egypt, but the important thing is that we do have to give back as well. So this event itself is about bringing more oxygen providing some lungs for Egypt. There is a lot of traffic, but with more greenery, if every person just planted one tree in their lifetime, would make a massive difference.
I don't want to waste your time, but finally I need you to send a message to people in England and to people in Pakistan.
Okay, cool.
What would you tell them about Egypt, about environment?
First and foremost, I would say you have to visit Egypt. There's no place like it. I haven't got the vocabulary to describe how beautiful it is, but the people, the food, the love, the energy is absolutely fantastic. And the one thing I would say that you have to carry with you is that it's a civilization that is older than many, many others in the world, but they have learnt a lot, and you have to come here. Every day is a school day. So thank you very much as well.
Thank you. Come for sake of tourism also.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Tourists, the shopping is fantastic for the women or for the men, but it is fantastic. A beautiful, beautiful place. So thank you, Egypt.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
الحقيقة هو حدث ممتع، مشاركة العديد من الأجانب في الحفاظ على مياه نهر النيل والتشجير، ملف البيئة اللي اهتمت به الدولة كثيرا. المجتمع المدني مش بس بيدعمه، لا كمان دعا العالم انه يدعمه. Nice to meet you. I'd like to introduce yourself, please.
I'm Christy Foster. I work for Lions Clubs International.
Yeah. So what about your participation in this event? From how far you think this event is important?
I think this event is very important. It really reflects what Lions Clubs International is doing all over the world. It supports our foundation and all of our missions. One of our big global causes is the environment. And so planting trees today is really helping the environment, helping oxygen, making our earth green. And that's such a huge project for Lions.
Do you think that NGOs' role is very important to sustain all issues of countries?
I think so. I think the big role of NGOs is to help people in their community and help the world. And I think that's more and more what our world needs now with natural disasters and rising costs globally. I think the NGOs' role to help provide important things like eye care and health care and disaster relief all over the world is very important.
Do you have a look for Nile River or not yet?
I have seen the river from our hotel room, and as we drive around Cairo, I look forward to seeing the area where we're cleaning today and hoping to see an impact from when we started to when we finish.
Yeah. So individually, do you have time to visit touristic places, and is it your first time in Egypt or not?
It's my second time in Egypt. Yeah. Personally, I got to visit some of the tourist places on our first inspection before we made this trip, and after this trip I'll be taking some personal time to visit more of Cairo and Egypt.
What is the first place you will go to?
I will be going to Luxor on a Nile cruise.
And first visit, do you visit a lot of touristic places?
We did. We got to visit the pyramids, your national...
It was a long time?
Just 1 year ago.
Yeah.
The National Museum of Civilization, Memphis, and Saqqara.
Next time you'll visit Grand Museum.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A message to your friends in the United States of America. Which state?
I'm from the state of Illinois, and Illinois and Chicago say hello, but thank you so much for inviting us here and making us feel very welcome in Egypt.
Yeah, waiting for you, Illinois people. Thank you.
Thank you.
بالتأكيد الدولة بتهدف للحفاظ على البيئة، وهو ملف هام جدا، لكن دور المجتمع المدني لا يقل أهمية، خاصة المجتمع المدني لما يضم الكثير من الجنسيات المختلفة للحفاظ على البيئة في مصر. أهلا بحضرتك معانا، أتعرف عليك. بيكي أكتر.
أنا هدى أبو سمرة من جمعية اللايونز العالمية. نحن من يعني
لبنان.
من لبنان، ولبنان ومصر شعب واحد، يعني في حب بين بعض من نحن وصغار، يعني بنعتبر حالنا شعب واحد، وأسعد شيء عنا لما نيجي مصر يعني. وبالنسبة للبيئة يعني هي حاجة مهمة جدا، يعني لازم يعني حتى بلبنان صار بيصير في كتير اهتمام بالبيئة، خصوصا بعد الحرايق يلي عم بتصير بكل أنحاء العالم وبلبنان كمان. بقى في عنا اهتمام خاص بالبيئة يلي هي أكيد بتعطي الحياة والأكسجين للبلد.
تمام. حضرتك زرتي مصر كم مرة؟ طبعا مش أول مرة، يعني من لبنان كم مرة؟
طبعا نحن تقريبا كل سنة بنيجي مرتين يعني على مصر. عنا أصحاب وكنا هون
صيف وشتاء ولا إيه؟
صيف وشتاء وكل الأوقات.
جميل.
كل الأوقات
مع المجتمع المدني طبعا.
مع المجتمع المدني، ونحن بنجي كمان في سياحة، وبنجي كمان بأوضاع خاصة كمان مع أصدقائنا يلي باللاينز هون. بقى
إيه الأماكن السياحية اللي زرتيها؟
يعني رحنا على الأقصر وأسوان، رحنا اسكندرية، رحنا على الجلالة.
جميل.
وامبارح
قعدتي فيها ولا زرتي ورجعتي؟
لا، رحنا قعدنا فيها
كم يوم؟
ويك اند قعدنا فيها حوالي 3-4 أيام يعني. وامبارح رحنا على السكارة. هيدي أول مرة بروح عليها، شغلة عن جد جدا جدا جميلة يعني.
الهرم المدرج، أول هرم.
أول هرم، ونزلنا بالكيف لجوا، والرسومات عن جد شغلة اميزنج يعني، شيء كتير
أحلى
حلو.
صورة خدتيها إيه؟
أحلى صورة أخذتها أكيد مع الأهرام، يلي ابني عمره 5 سنين يعني.
ابنك؟
السنة الماضية ابني.
لا ما تقوليش ابني.
ما عليه يعني، حاعمل ايه؟
لا ما تقوليش.
يعني جبيل الأهرامات وعايز يشوف الأهرامات. بقى كل همه من هلا وهو وصغير.
عنده كم سنة؟
هلا صار 6 سنين.
يا حبيبي، وخد صور جميلة أكيد.
أكيد باخذ صور خصوصا كرماله لحتى كمان هو يشوفهم، لأنه بحب يتعرف على العالم. ونحن يعني أي وقت فينا نجي ونكون متعاونين مصر ولبنان مع بعض لحتى نقدر نقوم بكل النهضة يلي نحن فيها، بيئة أو غير بيئة أو سلام أو أي شيء، لحتى نقدر نحن نتعايش مع بعض.
نعود لأمجادنا
وحقنا. هي دي نعود لأمجادنا حقيقة.
ونبدأ بالبيئة. ده أنت شايفة أن البيئة
ابتداء بالبيئة. صحيح، لأنه لما بتبدأي بالبيئة حتعطي بوزيتيف فايبس للصغار للكبار. البيئة شغلة مهمة، أصلا ما بتحسيش حالك أنك أنت عايشة ومرتاحة إلا ما تمشي بالبيئة.
إيه الرسالة اللي ممكن توصليها وتوصليها لمين؟ عايزة تبلغي رسالة لمين؟
أنا عايزة أبلغ السلام والوحدة، يعني لازم نتوحد، لازم نمشي مع بعض، نحط إيدنا إيد واحدة لحتى نقدر نقوم ونرجع تو رايز أجين.
بضم صوتي لصوتك وبتمنى السلام والوحدة. بشكرك.
شكرا لمصر. شكرا.
السياحة البيئية من أهم أنماط السياحة، وبالتأكيد مشاركة المجتمع المدني في حدث هام بيئي زي اللي شفناه النهاردة أكيد داعم للاستراتيجية البيئية للدولة، وده اللي شفناه النهاردة ودنيا السياحة. إلى اللقاء وحلقة جديدة.